Moon Platoon, ladies and gents, if we had an opportunity to cross over this red line today, that can only mean one thing. Is the next gamma squeeze coming in hot? My name is Andrew, that's Professor Meatball, and you are watching yours truly look through the AMC and GME charts, including the options chain, including the short interest, giving you guys an understanding of where that short squeeze is in motion and why we were able to cross through this critical level of support here in red. If you guys want to get this message out, because once again, we are getting the mainstream world back under the AMC belt. That's important to be able to remember that the squeeze has not yet changed its parameters. If you guys want to know, the fact of the matter is barely any change on the short interest, 18%. The options chain from yesterday was grim, $10 million worth of puts at $35, and now we crossed over hard, 6% up, 6.8% on the day, but we were closer to double digits when we were at 37.83 as a daily high. We actually got even higher. Yeah, actually got even higher at 37.93. And if you guys want to learn more, would really help out to smash that like button and follow us all the way up to 2,800. Comment out which one you are, and here we go. Here's the option chain for the day. Looks very different from yesterday. Oh, by yesterday I mean Friday's trading day. Take a look at $30, you'll have $500,000 of puts, but $1/3 worth of calls, all the way out to $50, where the ratio is far heavier weighted to calls at about $1 million worth of calls and $500,000 worth of puts. Take a look at the fact that we have this ramp coming all the way up to $40 before a ramp upwards up to 50, so that there's a gap between 40 and 50. That is going to be where we are mainly playing with this week, and you guys can comment out later if you guys want to be able to put out your own TA, because members of the community, they get to send their TA to me and we talk to each other on Discord. Hey, if you guys have the opportunity to take a look at short interest, we've followed it all the way down to below 10% to above 20. Right now, it is far closer to the highest it's ever been. So short interest was rising non-stop last week, and now it's starting to peter and flatten, not drop. That's the most important piece. For shorts have not yet covered, and that is a running theme of this entire game, right? The game between hedge funds and whether or not they're going to allow the greatest wealth transfer of our generation. When we were able to cross through the 37.21s, that was after a rejection from the beginning of the day, right around 11 a.m. Eastern. We had a rush past 1 level, 2 levels, 3 levels of resistance, past 35.59, past 36.16, and then all the way up to 36.77. That 37.21 once again is that critical level of resistance. We were rejected once during the day, twice, and then crossed over. That crossover lasted from 13:21, so about 1:20 Eastern, to 15:07, so about an hour and a half. Roughly an hour and a half before it fell down, rejected at the power hour, 37.20, and then finally saved by the orange line, this VWAP here, currently trending right around that VWAP in the after hours, which is a good sign. If the VWAP can be our friend for bounces later on this week, we know that we can count on it during our bell-to-bell live streams. Now, you might have been wondering where are the bell-to-bells. If I move the camera slightly off screen, you're going to notice a lot of construction in the back. It's because we've had a little bit of a water accident. Everyone's safe, but that's an update. It was really loud for this entire weekend, barely able to think in this space with just a lot of fans blowing. So in that sense, that is the reason why live streams are on and off. But if you guys don't want to miss a single show, this is your chance to be able to destroy that algorithm and smash that subscribe and bell button. Let's take a look at Lux algorithm. Gives us the buy and sell signals. You guys still have 20% off with the code AndrewMoMoney. Luckily, we've made a stronger connection with them so that you guys can get the best trading tools. That's the kind that I use. We had a strong buy signal, this green one right here, on the 23rd, that's today, around 9 a.m. That was the crux of bringing ourselves up to that 37.90s level. You can notice that if you parallel, same thing over here, draw a line right above that 37.93, that level is giving us the most trouble for later this week. Now, if you can cross over it hard, That is a strong push to the upside and an ascending level of support and resistance, both of which would be able to get us into a more bullish pattern. Now, if there's a wedge early on tomorrow, you'll know exactly who called it. I'm imagining that there is going to be a lot more options activity before then as well. So I want to make sure that you guys check in with me. Now, exactly what caused this rip? Luckily, you guys stayed until the towards the end of this video. You'll probably be able to realize from Webull gives you news updates as well. So it gave you a look that the new, let's see if I can find this here, FDA approval of a COVID vaccine shoots up the AMC stock. That's one explanation, obviously. Look at people sitting in their recliners at the theaters here. Hold on. So it says right here, shares of movie theaters operators got a lift Monday as full approval of a COVID-19 vaccine by the FDA helped fuel hopes that increased vaccination rates would bring more people back to the movies. AMC ran 6.7% midday, ended right around that point at the end of the day. FDA's approval of the vaccine developed by Pfizer and BioNTech SE. While millions of people have already safely received COVID-19 vaccines, we recognize that for some, the FDA approval of a vaccine will still now instill additional confidence to get vaccinated. And it is increasingly very important for AMC and other movie theater industry generally, says Adam Aaron, that CEO, that's sober back there, according to that FactSet's transcript. When asked by analyst Sean Goodman at Goldman Sachs how AMC is preparing for a possible large-scale COVID surge, Aaron said he didn't expect the type of shutdown seen last winter, given the extensive availability of vaccine. The solution for AMC is vaccination. So no matter what you believe, at the end of the day, financials will have a bull and a bear argument and then a final decision, whether or not this is a good thing for the company. The bulls decided today that it was a good thing. Take a look at GME. We were pushing against $160. We got to the opportunity of hitting that 160 early on, right before that power hour began, around that 1426. When it started approaching the end of the day, you notice that as another push all the way up to $160. So GameStop ended up 3.5% up. That's 4 levels of resistance. Count them: 1, 2, 3, 4. The 4th one was not pushed past, and that is a good sign for being able to go past 156.24. Reclaim that 0% retracement from the January gamma squeeze. I was using January and the March gamma squeeze for that Fibonacci retracement. If you guys wanted to follow along, we have a couple of videos about exactly that, as well as playlists for AMC and GME if you wanted to get everything under one single source. Thank you guys for watching this show. You guys got all the tools that I was using. I used Option Sonar for the options, that's in the description, or text for the short interest, that's in the description as well. Thank you guys for watching so much. And without a heavy outro, without a bunch of other plugs and stuff, I just want to say thank you to those of you in the Moon Platoon. And I cannot wait until all of this construction randomness is done, and so that we can start more regularly scheduled broadcasts. And we'll see you in the money. Peace.